It's getting to that time of year. How do you play that shot? Let's do it.
Oh,
you caught me there. Is that your line now?
Well, I thought I'd get in there. I've seen your jumpers.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, welcome back to another episode of
Short Game Saturdays.
Chris, how are you?
Very good, yourself?
I'm alright. It's a lovely jumper you've got on.
Cracking sweater.
Cracking sweater. Chris, it is now the first week in October.
Correct.
And around the UK, we're starting to see lies like this. Now, this has nothing to do with how the golf course is maintained. It's nothing to do with it. It's just the time of year, isn't it?
I'd like to blame Richard Jones, but I can't on this occasion.
Can't, I'm afraid, no. So, Chris, how do we play these shots? We both have two different opinions on how to play them. I'm going to share them with the guys at home.
Yep, so we'll show you two different ways to play this lie. James is going to show you one way, which will be for some people, and I'll show you a different way, which will work for others. But it's about having options here, because I get a lot of people this time of the year. They've chipped well in the summer, they can get good contact, but as soon as they get when it's a little bit soft on the ground, they start to hit the James Robinson Damien.
Duffman.
The duff man. So they start to duff the ball, they start to catch it before, catch the ground before, and it goes 2 yards in front.
Because this is actually, sorry to interrupt you, quite a difficult shot as well. The green slopes away from you, the greens are still at a decent speed.
Yep.
It's a lot of people's nightmare, isn't it?
It is, and it's where they start to lose a lot of shots throughout the winter. And with the new handicap system, by the sounds of it, not that I know anything about it, we're still going to be able to play competitions through the winter and potentially improve your handicap. And this is where I see a lot of people start to lose shots.
Improve your handicap or
enjoy the game more.
I was going to say your handicap go up, but
oh, handicap go up, yeah. So James,
oh sorry, is it my go?
When you're ready. Seen anyone who's been over to my channel? James is a regular cameraman. We're going to get him some shirts made up. So James, take it away.
So the first thing you're going to do, guys, now you all know that I'm a big advocate of using lob wedge, which Chris doesn't wholeheartedly agree with a lot of the time. But for this lie, I'm going to use a little bit less loft. I'm going to go gap wedge.
Yeah, so you're 50.
50. I'm going to play the ball a little bit further forward in the stance so I can shallow that angle of attack out a little bit.
Yep.
Not as much kind of turf interaction as you might get if you played a punchy shot or a pitch shot, should I say. Pitch shot. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of a longer arc than normal with less wrist hinge, and pick the ball off the surface there, and hopefully, I was going to say hopefully hole it, but that's generally how I play it. And you see, if I zoom in on the ground now, there is a tiny bit of turf interaction. The ball was located there, so that's really what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, so like James says there, a long arc swing is going to have a little bit less wrist hinge. So again, from face on angle here, we're going to see your hands travel a little bit wider on the way back and wider on the way through. So a short arc would be someone who's going to, if we're playing a flop shot, something tight over a green, we're going to have a lot of wrist hinge, finish short. Here the opposite, we'll get it nice and tall, long arc, and we can just turn and get the ball going towards.
Quite pleased with that as well from there.
I'm going to go a different option. So you'll see that I am actually in the rough slightly. So James was in the semi-rough, but on the line I've got the same line now in the rough, and I'm going to use my 3-wood and treat it like a putter. And again, I know I'll get a lot of people, or some people, comment saying...
I'm going to say not a lot of people watch.
I'm going to say no fans. I'm going to comment saying why not use a 9-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, 6-iron. Again, these clubs have got a leading edge. From here, I see with most amateurs, that's then going to dig into the ground, or it comes off too fast and they have no control.
Even the shot I played has the chance of the Damien, doesn't it?
Correct, because you've got some leading edge going in there. James did still open it slightly, but he could still hit it. Whereas when we use the 3-wood, obviously the bottom of the club is all bounce. We can't dig this into the ground. I mean, someone might prove me wrong and go, I'd hope not, but you never know these days. So nice and tall here, treat it like a putter. So from here we can come in, and get that ball rolling forward. So you see, I didn't have to give that hardly any. So you need to practice this, because I get a lot of people that it'll rock it off because they'll give it too big a swing. So we don't need much swing. But because we've not got too much loft, it'll go through this rough. Now it's laying down a little bit, it's not set up, and it'll get you rolling towards the target. So 2 different options there. You can see the results. They're going to be closer than if you get the 60 and we start to use too much wrist.
I don't know who would do that.
I don't know, but if you watch James's channel, you'll see him probably do it regular throughout the winter because he can't go away. So 2 options there.
And as you will see, Chris actually got closer than me as well. So
Yep.
I think yours is probably the percentage shot. I think it's definitely one you'd have to practice more.
Yes.
The shot I've said with the gap wedge, that's something which, if you use wedges around the greens, which 99% of people will do, you
Yep.
can adapt your game to that. You can pick it up quite quickly. A lot of the times when you get a shot like that, you haven't practiced it because you never expect it to happen.
Yep.
But it's one of those shots that it does happen. You do have to learn how to play it and practice it with that, really.
Yeah, practice with this, but very much with James's, and throughout the winter you're going to see there's going to be a lot less wrist action. It's going to be a lot of wider motions to make sure you're not catching the ground heavy, because as we know it's going to probably get worse in the next couple of months.
Probably is going to get worse, and there's no chance of Dubai this winter either, so
No.
no. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed that. That has been another episode of Short Game Saturdays. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you check out Chris's channel. In and among some nonsense, there's some good stuff.
Occasionally.
Apart from that, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow.
Then I'll see you next week.
Oh, that was nowhere near. That was into the wind though.
Diabolical. Snap up right there. He's got it. He's mastered it. Check out his 4 left jumpers.